it mean to you to start game one?
Obviously kind of an honor and something along those lines, but around here I don't know if 1, 2, or 3 really matters. It's more about pitching for this team in the playoffs, and I think the order is a little bit less significant than people want to make it out to be, and I'm just excited to get the pitch.
Next, Bill.
What did you learn about performing on this stage from last year's Game 163 postseason?
Yeah, obviously in the actual playoffs, I had kind of 2 bad ones and 2 good ones, and I think for me the biggest takeaway is if you get into that spot where it's not going so well, I think saving bullpen, eating innings, and things like that is super important, especially when you've got limited rosters and a lot of games to play. So, I think for me it's just trying to get deep into games and put up zeros is still the biggest thing.
Kurt.
Last night, that game between Milwaukee and Washington turned quite a bit. From your mental standpoint, were you watching that? Were you studying both teams? And when did that change and the emotion?
For the most part, we were on the field a lot of that game, and we kind of get home and right when we flipped it on, the big play happened and things like that. So, I think you can watch and we're going to play them, or we're going to play that. I don't think it really matters. I think we have plenty of time to scout and do what we need to do. And obviously, an exciting baseball game last night, and we look forward to play against the Nationals.
Hey, Walker. When did you find out you were going to be the Game 1 starter? And with guys like Ryu and Kershaw, obviously, were you a little surprised, excited? What was your reaction?
I think those kind of conversations need to stay within our clubhouse. Again, it's an honor for me to even pitch in the playoffs, so the order is kind of insignificant, and we're looking forward to playing it. I don't think that, no offense, I think those are things that need to be kept in house, and those are conversations that we have with the team.
Walker, around baseball, it's become such a bullpen game for so many teams. What are your thoughts about the rotations that these 2 clubs are bringing to this series?
I think it kind of, in some way lends itself to old school baseball. I think that's how the game has always been played. And when you've got the 6 starters and the other starters on both teams are all really good. So it just kind of is what it is. I think successful teams have to have good, successful starting pitching, and whether that's, some teams want that to be 5 innings, some teams want it to be 7. We happen to be one of those that wants it to be 7 to 9 or whatever. I think these teams are in the playoffs for a reason, and you're not going to get there without starting pitching.
Where are you right now with your tinkering? How do you feel sort of coming out of the regular season?
I'm nowhere different than I am all year. I tinker all the time, and maybe it's my nervous tick, and that's what gets me going, but it's not going to change now.
Along those same lines, how is it beneficial to you knowing that you're the type of person that can tinker in a game at any point of the season? So if there's something that you wanted to change with your delivery, it doesn't make any difference what time of year it is going into this postseason.
Yeah, it's just who I am. I think I've always done that. I know the one story that kind of got out that people know about is the St. Louis start last year, which at the time was probably the biggest start of my career, and I threw a brand new slider. So, after that one went well, I think the confidence level or the acceptance of, hey, like this is something that can happen and something that I can handle, I think all the kind of doubt went away after that. But I think what I'm doing now and the tinkering is a little bit overblown. I'm just working on things like I have my whole career.
And last one for Walker.
Walker, I'm wondering if you, as a team and as an individual, carried what's happened in the last 2 years of this franchise with you into the postseason and used it as fuel, or is something you tried and suppress?
I think every team is different and every team has its own personality. Obviously, the past 2 years and me really only being a part of one of those teams, I think is going to carry over in some way, but I don't think that it's going to affect us. I think this 25 or this 30 or this 40 that we have in the locker room is is this one, it's 2019's, and, you know, we feel good about where we're at, and we're gonna move forward with that.
It's not quite like an MLB debut, but are you gonna have a lot of family and friends out here for this series, you know?
Somewhat. Well, last year in the playoffs, we had a lot of people around it, you know, a lot, and we're kind of all over the place. So, you know, this year probably not quite as many for this game tomorrow, but, you know, hopefully they'll be around, and you know, my biggest focus is just trying to get out.
Hey, Walker, having been through your own postseason firsts, do you have any words of wisdom for a guy like Gavin Lux? And then just more generally, what has he shown you in his time up here?
I think the thing I've been most impressed with Gavin is just the way that he is in the clubhouse. Obviously, he's going to go up and down on the field, and whether it was his first year or his 10th year, that's never happened. But just his demeanor and the way he's carried himself, I think has been really impressive. And you know, I think the biggest thing is you got to embrace it and understand that any failures that do happen or any mistakes that you make are going to be amplified, but at the same time, the successes that you have are going to be amplified as well. So, all in all, it's the same game and the same, you know, plus minus. It's just all going to feel a little bit bigger, but you know, some people are built for that and enjoy it. And you know, I think and we certainly hope Gavin is going to be built for it.
Walker, back here. With Kershaw and Ryu, what's your relationship with those guys like? You know, what have you kind of observed in them maybe that you think makes them different, and maybe what have you kind of picked up from them?
I mean, I think kind of the legend of Clayton Kershaw is pretty well documented and pretty well written, and certainly well earned. So I don't really know if there's a whole lot I can say to really add to that conversation. And then Ryu, I think obviously the year he's had is pretty special. You know, I think him being healthy and back and competing the way that he can has been a huge lift for us. And getting to know him in the past 2 years has been pretty cool. Obviously, it's a little bit tougher with the language barrier, but no, Hyun-Jin's he's an awesome dude to be around and an awesome guy for us to have in the clubhouse.
Last one for